Good evening and welcome to the preview for Happy Valley. It's the last meeting of the season. Don't need to remind everybody what a bad year we've had. Obviously, everybody's disappointed. No one probably more disappointed than me. We work hard, and to get a result like this is, well, disappointing doesn't cover it. But anyway, we haven't finished yet. We've got a night to get through. There's an interesting meeting. There's a couple of nice races towards the end of the card. There's a small TT jackpot. There may be a chance there. Possible parlay in action. We start at race 1. Probably with the rail where it is and the course that they're using, it's going to favour the on-speed runners. With that in mind, probably Winsome's going to settle up on the speed. Happy to give it a reasonable chance in a tough race. Fortune Territory probably go across and get close to the front. So expect them to be probably running 1-2. Now, if they don't put any speed on, it might be hard to run down. Mega's probably going to be there, but Douglas White on it, it's going to be under the odds. Shanghai Pioneer. It's hard to catch this horse. I don't know about it. I wouldn't want to be taken under the odds about this one. Certainly wouldn't be betting on in single figures. But in a race, it's probably got a few chances. 2 on top. Winsome from 4, Fortune Territory. 5, Shanghai Pioneer. Chances to 7, Young Supreme. 3, Mega. And Smoky could be fun faster from the inside draw. Barrier 2, same old Beatles. I'm surprised they didn't make this the first leg of the DT or TT. These horses have probably featured 50% of the time in the TT this year with a different result every time. Kingston Elite's probably drawn to get the right run. It's given it 5 weeks off. It's got a chance. Mega Posh will probably go to the front from barrier 1, 50 kilos. It's got that fantastic record of 23 for Zip and started favourite about 14 times. So I wouldn't want to be buttering up to it. Niku was a terrific run first up. Any improvement, it's probably the one to beat, but it's going to be under the odds with Douglas White on it. Of the rest, Lucky Army, Lucky Chevalier, Gold Tartini. There's a lot of chances in a terrible race. Kingston Elite on top. Number 6. From 11, Mega Posh, 2, Niku, chances to 8, Lucky Army, 4, Lucky Chevalier, 7, Gold Tartini. Race 3, slightly better race here, 1,200 metres. There's a lot of these are 1,000 metre type horses, so it's an interesting race. There's a couple that have only had the odd run. So Jade Christie was impressive, winning first up. This is no harder. Goes up 2 kilos for the win. Probably going to ping straight out onto the speed, so it's got a chance. Creative Union, if they ride it right with the speed that's in this race and just wait, it can get over the top of them. And Novell Star, it's drawn a barrier to get up on the speed. It's got a chance. This is its go here at this track. Loads of Joy now. This will probably be in front. But I can just see them attacking it, so that's the downside for it. But it could probably figure into the placing somewhere. Good Hong Kong, lost the rider last start. Douglas White goes on, it'll be in the market. And probably the 2 interesting ones are from maybe a futures point of view. Number 6, Flame Hero, and 7, Record Again. They've only had the one start and both runs were good. Tough race. Number 5, Jade Christie on top. From 1, Creative Union, 12, Novell Start, chances to 3, Loads of Joy, 2, Good Hong Kong, 6, Flame Hero, 7, Record Again. Race 4, first leg of the TT, murderously tough race. There's 9 chances. Really the best opted for it by virtue of the fact that it's got barrier 1 now. Early in the season, it was pinging out, no problem at all. Last couple of runs, it's been a little bit tardy and not been able to get the front. Probably won't get the front anyway here with Bullish Boy, but if he jumps it, pings it up onto the rail behind it, it's got a good chance and it should get a nice run into the race. King of Radisson, they put blinkers on this. This thing's nuts. He's worked it with blinkers. It works straight. So Douglas White's on it, so it's going to be well under the odds, but it's got a place chance. Bullish Boy should probably lead. It's a little bit weak, but it's got a chance in this race. Twin Turbo, probably go back again. Last couple of runs on it, the ride hasn't been that flash, but it's that type of horse, it'll get back. Shafachi's Tradition, this should have won easy last start. They've changed jocks. Barrier 2, hopefully he'll settle up, sits and waits until the top of the straight and just waits for the gap. It's got a chance. And Ray's Favourite's an interesting one. Dropped them down to the 50 kilos. Wouldn't be excluding it, but a very, very tough race. Probably from a banker point of view, trying to tighten up the leg, probably looking around number 10, really the best, and number 4, King Harada-san. Chances to 2, Bullish Boy, 5, Twin Turbo, 7, Shafachi's Tradition, and 12, Ray's Favourite. Outside that, yeah, probably the 1, Dan Zulu, Optimisation Star, and Young Talent. Very, very tough race. Race 5, again, a pretty tough race. There's a lot of chances. The barrier draw is probably the key with a lot of these horses. Red Courage has drawn well. Just got run down last start. It's a little bit weak. If they go with it, it won't run anywhere. But if they leave it alone, it's got a chance. Ambitious Glory. It was impressive last start. It hasn't started here before. That's the main issue for me. Drawn wide, 59.5 and first time at the Valley. Not ideal. But it's probably got more upside than many of these, which have had a heap of runs. D-Day Super's drawn a marble. If it can take advantage of it and get up somewhere within 3 or 4 lengths of the lead at the 600, it can get over these. Great Alexander, don't know what they're going to do with this. If they go forward, yeah, maybe it's got a chance. If it can get outside the lead and just sit there, it's got a chance. If they go back, it's probably going to battle. Red Lucky Star, it's fluked its race for the season. Douglas White's on it, so it's going to be about 5 points under its real odds. Very tough race. Finished up number 4, Red Courage on top from 1, Ambitious Glory, 2, D-Day Super, chances to 6, Great Alexander, 9, China Angel, and probably 11, Super Goal Elite. The last leg of the TT, this is probably the skinny leg. I think Bobo Dragon wins. It's been impressive its last 2. It's run good time. Hasn't been here, but he's trialled it here, so that's a plus. I think it'll handle the track. The wide gate and the weights, yeah, a bit of an issue. If he can ping it out and get it across outside the lead, it's the one to beat. Genuine Leader, been waiting for its last 3 runs. I've been waiting for him to bring it here. This is its race. This is the hardest one to beat. Runs all its best races here, this track and distance. Didn't handle the all-weather last start. Prior to that, Sha-Tin on the grass, that's not its go. Barrier 1 should get out onto the speed. It's the hardest to beat. Number 8, Prolific Champion from Barrier 3 should set the tempo. Depends what Bobo does. If he comes across and annoys it, might battle from the turn. If they leave it alone, it's got a chance to run in the money. The only other 2 that I think have got any hope are 4, Smart Man, and 11, Mr. Gourmet. Maybe the 10, Happy Champion. He's freshened it up. Trial was really good, but it needs a lot of speed on up front. I don't know whether it's going to get it here. I think they might crawl along a little bit early, and that might put it make it difficult. In the end, I think it's a race in 2. I think 2 or 7 wins. Chances to 8, 4 and 11 on the place line, and perhaps the 10. Also, I suppose from a TT point of view, I think the knockout horse could be Kids and Win, but it'll be coming from a long way back. Race 7, don't mind this race. There's a lot of speed here. They should go hard in front with the Sheik, Rive ahead. I think that's going to open it up for something that's going to ping and sit right behind them. I've opted for New Deerfield. Runs its best races here. This is its distance. It's got 48.5, won't know itself with that weight. He's just got to sit and wait and ride it patiently. It can win. Bullish Friend, this will go to the front. It's in good form. Last 2 have been a little bit ordinary, but this is perhaps a little bit weaker and dropped 6 kilos, so that's going to be a significant plus. Imperial Rome. If you knew they were going to go hard in front here all the way, I'd opt for this one. Its track work has been really good, and it was a terrific run last time. even though it looks like a duck egg. The run was better than it looks. So, you know, to come from last in that field at Sha Tin at Group 3 level, a horse of this capability, that was an enormous effort. So, repeats that run, it'll beat them, but it needs the speed on. Of the rest, probably Windicator Star, Tally Close, and Good Words. 11 on top, New Deerfield, 4 Imperial Rome, 5 Bullish Friend, chances to 3 Windicator Star, 10 Tally Close, and 9 Good Words. Race 8, Dr. Goodhabit now, hasn't been here, but he's trolled it here. It's been very impressive at Sha Tin. His last start, he just pinged it out. It was out wide, just went to the front. He killed them. It's been running good times. It's hard to imagine that they're going to be able to beat it here with 54.5. This is a much harder race, of course, but I think it's just going to get to the front. There's probably Flying Unicorn will take the lead, and then I think he'll surrender into this and take the sit on it. And Regency King will come across with it. So I think he'll follow Regency King across and get to the front when he's ready. Vital Gold, always consistent. If he rides it nice and quiet, it can get into the finish. Obviously, Flying Unicorn from Barrier 1, he's just going to sit there and get the suck run. It's an interesting race, but I think 7, Dr. Goodhabit wins. 9, Vital Gold, second best. 10, Flying Unicorn. Small chances to 12, Distill, 8, Regency King, and 5, Winning Leader. And the last race, pretty tough race this. There's a lot of chances here. Opted in the end for number 7, Gryffindor. I think if it takes any further improvement from its last run where it won, it'll be winning this. Flying Elite, it's in terrific form at the moment. 50 kilos, dropping 6 kilos for the jump up in grade. Should be able to get out onto the speed and just sit and wait. Royal Partner's the interesting one for me. I like the Barrier 11. They went forward on it because it drew a marble last time and rode it completely upside down, and it had no kick left late. From here, they've got no option but to go back and wait. If they ride it like that, it'll be storming home. It can win this, and it'll be a price. Number 6, Red Dancer, was a good win last start. Douglas White will make sure it starts under the odds. Circuit Star, amazingly, and Electronic Fortune. Pretty tough race. Finished up 7 on top, Gryffindor. 5, Royal Partner at odds. 12, Flying Elite, chances to 6 Red Dancer, 1 Circuit Star, 8 Amazingly. Hopefully we can explode and get something out of it tomorrow night. I will be sending an email out on Thursday and with some details for the new season and the closing details for this season. Stick with us, guys. It has been a bad year. There's no excuses. We've got beaten when we shouldn't have got beaten. It's one of those things. We got no photo finishes. We got no result when we needed it. When we did get a result, we got robbed in the dividend. But again, no excuses. It was just not our year. I suppose after the run we've had for 7 years, it was sooner or later it was going to come back and whack us. It's whacked us this year. It won't happen again. I think next year we'll be back where we should have been and giving them a good old spanking. All I can say is sorry about the season. Hopefully we get something back tomorrow night and can blast out and put a smile on everybody's face, at least to close the season. Stay tuned, and I'll be putting up on an ongoing basis in the off-season segments and from the book segments and things like that. So stay with us and good luck for us tomorrow night.